Settle down, everyone. Thank you. Settle down. That means be silent. Be quiet. Good. Well, what a horrible looking bunch we seem to have this semester. You appear to be getting worse and more unfavorable than the people I had, students I had for my previous semester. So, how great for me. You there with the 100-mile stare. What's your name? How ghastly. Well, it seems that you have involuntarily volunteered to be our volunteer for today. We'll get on to that shortly. Don't worry yourself though, you don't need to exert yourself in any way, shape or form. So, hello there everyone. My name is Professor Fred. I've been a professor here for far too many years and I've seen far too many people like yourselves. I know all the tricks of the trade. I know that you don't really wish to be here in the short run, but in the long run you do. So let's play ball with one another, shall we? And make our time together as quick, swift and easy as possible. Now, some of you look like you belong in this class. Well dressed, look like you're well mannered, upper class, perfect for my lectures. Other people, on the other hand, don't. I don't wish to single any of you out, but some of you just don't. Okay, so now that we've exchanged in pleasantries and you know who I am, today's lecture will not be about the subject, as you all may be aware already that I sent you all out emails prior to your lecture today, and these emails were containing what we'll be going through today, a list of items that you will be needing for my lectures and semesters, and a list of items that you will be needing to participate and be able to learn everything you need to learn with ease. Jot it all down throughout my lectures this coming semester. Okay, so if we're going through seminars, lectures, you'll need a certain amount of things which I wrote down in the list, which hopefully you'll receive. Now, you will look like a hip-hop bunch and you're very wise in the ways of internet and iPods, pads and everything like that, but in this lecture we do it the old-fashioned way. Pen, paper, jotting things down, stationery items, and that is the best way to learn in my lectures. Good. So, next lecture you will have with me, we'll be going through the course, what it entails, what it's all about in the semester, and what you'll be doing, a program, or what subjects we'll be covering. But that would be the next one. Like I said, today is more of a meet and greet, so I get to know you in a very vague sense, and you get to know me in a more detailed manner. And once we've done that, then I can discuss with you the items you need and why they'd be good, and go through the stationery together. So those who actually bothered to open my email and decided to get the items, I congratulate you. Well done. And we'll be going through the items together because of our volunteer right here. That's you. So, don't come too close to me. I'm going to approach you. Let's keep this professor-student relationship as distant as we can and formal as possible. So, I'm going to take your stuff because they've volunteered it. Okay. Close proximity. And so, a range of things here. This is a good sign. So I'm going to go through all of the stationery items you need for our lectures, and bit by bit, and make sure that you've all got these things. If you haven't got these items, then I suggest you get them for our next lecture, where you'll be able to take notes about the course. Okay, no iPads, no iPhones. We don't want any of that nonsense here. Some of you look like you can't afford that type of thing, so you shouldn't need to worry about that. Okay, right. So, thank you to, sorry, what was your name again? Oh yes, terribly ghastly name, I should remember that. Thank this person for bringing their stuff and being the volunteer for today's lecture about stationery. Okay, so you may have noticed that one of the top items that I couldn't stress how important it was notepads. Little notebooks like this will be highly important for our lectures. Now, the reason why I said that you will need a small notepad, and I must say this colour is rather flamboyant. I would have got something a little bit more tasteful for the course, though at least you got it. And it's instructed you to get something which would be able to fit in your pocket. This is always great when you come to lectures or you're doing a seminar or something of that nature. Bring it out of your pocket. I shall show you. Say something interesting. Try and make that brain of yours work. Okay, say something interesting. Not very interesting. Okay, I've really got stage fright, but I will just pretend that you said something interesting. Ooh, really fascinating. Okay, let me get out my pocketbook. Keep talking. Great. Now that's jotted down in my notebook, and I should be able to remember it forever. This will be very handy for those moments where we exchange ideas and information regarding our course and subject at that present time. So this really helped me when I was at university, so I assume that it will really help you as well. So do make sure you have this with you when you enter this class, lecture room, whatever you'd like to call it. As you can see, the paper on it is pre-lined and a good thickness, so you've got a good quality book here. Well done. Did you purchase it yourself? Of course, someone bought it for you. Well, they made a good choice. You can always tell if it's good quality paper by the sound of the paper itself. And this, it sounds like good paper. So if everyone could just pay attention. There we go. Right, and we have a little pocket here. You can insert notes and maybe little things that you want to pop in there. Maybe a little jotter pen or pencil, and you can close it up. Also, you have a ribbon bookmark here to keep everything up to date, know where you are, ease of access and everything. It'll be essential for the learning process. So, hold on with this first item. when I wrote the email, I stressed how important the highlighters were. And for highlighting things, if I should give you some text, information that you need to highlight, and or quotations you need for writing assignments, etc., you'll need highlighters. And I think you quite literally sort of went on a different tangent there when getting your highlighters. This person here appears to have purchased children's felt tip pens. So I'm not sure if these would be any good or work as well as highlighters. Though I'm quietly confident that you'll be able to underline and highlight, put boxes around things, words of interest, things of that nature. So just take a look. It might inspire the other classmates. I can assure you, you probably won't need to be doing much colouring whilst you're in my lectures. But of course, yes, so a cheap felt tip pen. Okay, you want to see that? Very cheap looking felt tip pen, which will probably last about 5 seconds before it breaks. But still, I assume your heart was in the right place. Okay. So, they've got a range of colours here, ranging from black, greys, mid-greys, browns, a bit of Prussian blue, purples, sort of vibrant forest colour greens. All those interesting artistic classes, if you, which would be appreciated if you were in one of the art classes here, but it's not that kind of art here, I'm afraid. Still, I'm sure these might be useful to many of you, so do let everyone else know how you get on with your felt tip pens. So, if you decide to get felt tip pens, make sure that you have purchased highlighters as well. But like I said, they may be useful to you if you want to highlight, underline something. I don't know. A very imaginative purchase you made there. Okay. Not sure what to think of this pencil case here. Practical, yes. Material looks quite durable. Don't mind if I just test it now, do we? Yes, that's quite suitable. This thing you have on the top here, I wouldn't say it was the most appropriate of decorations to have a pencil case. I would have picked something a bit more plain and fitting, but each to his own. This person here has some writing on here. Totally got this. So what is this thing that you've got? Got the pencils, or got all the information in my class, or everything that I'm saying, or you've got this course? I'm a bit confused by the writing there, but I admire that you seem somewhat keen. Let's have a good old rummage. One of the items, like I said, was highlighter pen. So despite what I said about them, they have got highlighter pens here. So well done for getting those extras as well. And this person seems to have got highlighters with some little bits to hang on your keys there. So I don't know what, if you plan to be ultra ready and attach this to you somehow so you're always ready, or always got a highlighter or something. No, you appear to have purchased the permanent markers, so I would recommend you probably not using these, and as this will probably instead of highlighting your work, probably ruin it. Still, like the felted pens, I'm sure they'd be useful for underlining and highlighting with boxes around your phrase or quotes or anything that you wish to make stand out. Something which is incredibly important for my lectures, something I always used myself, and it's nice to see that you've come very prepared with so many pencils here. I think you might have gone slightly overboard when I said just bring a pencil. This person, instead of one, has bought 20 HB pencils, so if anyone has indeed not got any and is in need of a pencil, you know where to go. Right, so these are 20 HB pencils. These pencils, let me just open that up for you, hope you don't mind. Okay, take a couple out there. Okay. I don't know why we pop them back in. These pencils are good thickness. The lead HB pencil is basically your normal pencil, which is dark enough for your writing to be clear, which is exactly what you want in my lectures. And of course, when you make those mistakes, that's why I always favour pencils over pens or any form of ink, because instead of using Tipp-Ex to scrub it out and make it look all messy, you can simply just wipe out and erase it with the rubber on the end here. So pencils will always be my preferred choice when it comes to stationery at lectures and seminars. Jotting things down, you should always carry pencils with you. Also, I know when you're jotting things down, because it makes a great sound. So, let's make sure everyone is still paying attention. I don't mind if you feel relaxed in my lectures, but as long as you are still attentive and listening to what I am saying. Okay, everyone seems to be doing that as well, and you're obviously doing it. Your 100-mile stare has indeed increased to probably 1,000 miles. Your eyes are fixed, very off-putting and discomforting almost. Hopefully you'll be able to take a nice picture with that stare. I will pop that back later. So I'll just pop that back in your pencil case there. Right. So something which you can never have enough of, and that is A4 pre-lined jotted paper. Now this was, I think, second on the list when I wrote it out. This is an essential thing. Of course, all your notes will be, my lectures will be emailed to you after the lecture, but if you want to take extra notes of what I'm saying, and I suggest you do whilst you're writing out the lectures, all the important bits, then I suggest that you always carry A4 notepads with you. But once again, our friend here has done something a little extra. Not sure if it was right, but different. And they've gone for a combination pad. How can anyone tell me what a combination pad is? Well, we're off to a good start. A combination pad contains lined paper, plain paper, and grid paper. So lined paper will be very useful. Plain paper equally as useful. Grids, I don't know if you plan to be doing some engineering work or something with that nature, or 3D drawings, or perhaps a graph. There you go, you might be able to use it for graphs, but yes, I'm afraid you probably only need lined paper and plenty of it, but it's nice to see that you tried. So we have your grid paper there. Transforms into plain paper. And then there's your line. Lined, plain, and grid. Something I've noticed with this paper here, you can always tell the quality of paper by its sound, and you can probably tell it's a bit of an off-white with this paper. And well, let's not say it's the best of quality. You appear to have got the cheapest paper here, which will probably last no more than 5 seconds before it disintegrates. So I wouldn't recommend paper like this, but let's give it a little test with one of your highlighters. So just make sure it works. What should we write? Well, why don't we write something which I expect you to say to me when you walk in to this theatre here. Okay, so hello. If you haven't learnt my name yet already, that will suffice. So there we go. Perfect for jotting down things. But of course that was a test, because if you could see on the other side, cheap paper seeps through ink, so I'm afraid we probably just ruined your book there, but not to worry, because I see you have a different selection here, so maybe you just use that as scrap paper or something. And there's a bin located around here if you just wish to throw it away. It does look like cheap rubbish, but then again, it doesn't surprise me, because that's the way I expect you to shop. Right, so something which is an absolute essential when it comes to learning things, remembering things, putting in little bookmarks are these sticky paper notes here. They stand out. They're a good size for writing things down. They're great for jotting or just slipping in somewhere, books, anything. If you need to take a quote out or reference something, then these are always incredibly handy. Let me give a little scenario for you. So I expect that we have a couple of party wannabes or drinkers, or people who will be turning into drinkers. You obviously won't be turning into drinkers. You look like you're a drinker already. People enjoy parties, going out, enjoying yourself with other people. Okay, so when you're getting ready or something, it's always great to write down things from your lectures, pop it up on your walls, so your subconscious mind picks it up, and you'll be able to look at these important notes, memorable words, sayings, whatever you find or deem to be worthy of remembrance, then pop it on here, stick it on your wall, and then you'll be able to notice it every time you walk past. Now, I did this quite a lot myself, and I highly recommend you doing the same. So when you're going out, getting ready, take a quick browse before you look yourself in the mirror. Okay, and then you'll be able to at least try and remember some of your day's class before you forget it all in your evening's endeavours. Okay, so a great item which I did say and wrote it would be incredibly handy in your email. Right. So I think it's important in my lectures that everyone has one of these. So you have your notepad, you have your little notepad, pocket notepad, jotting paper, extra paper, A4 paper. But I recommend everyone having hard cover book like we have here, filled with lined paper. And this is a good size, so well done on getting this thing. What does it say at the front here? The notes of a genius. Rather overconfident there, and I assure you I shall be the judge of your genius, though maybe your confidence is somewhat admirable. But this book will be containing all the important things that you learn in this semester. So this is just for jotting down things. Maybe if you've jotted it down already in your A4 notepad or your notebook, and you go through that, and then anything which sums something up, something you must remember and think will be really beneficial to you, this is the book for that. paper, you know it's going to last you a lifetime, so it's just enough in there for you to be able to fill it up with all the good things you'll be learning. So this is a great addition to your stationery collection. So let's see. Well, before we just did that, I did say have pencils with you, but of course it's necessary to carry pens in my lectures, seminars. Everyone should carry pens. And what have we got? So when I said pens, I meant sort of ballpoint, fountain pens, or Parker pens, or something like that. Friend here seems to have gone for handwriting pens. Now, you may be familiar with handwriting pens. This is something that you might have used in primary school, or preschool, or kindergarten, or something like that, whatever you call it, wherever you're from. So you'd have a pen which is a good size, child size, with a good nib on the end, which is quite large to make your writing clear and precise. So it's very nice to see that you've gone to that effort to make sure you have good handwriting, but I think that any pen will suffice. But why don't we just give these a little test and pop that back in your pencil case. So your notebook here. Why don't I just write a little bit words of wisdom or confidence there for you. Okay, so any suggestions? Right. Okay, so good luck on your studying this semester. Don't botch it up. Okay, so little words of wisdom here. When you open this book, you're about to look at that and feel inspired. Okay, we have one more thing, and this is an absolute essential. And it's nice to see that you've got this, because I was slightly concerned with your cheaper looking A4 notepad with tissue toilet paper, lined pieces of paper. It wouldn't have sufficed for our lectures, but this is something which I recommend that you will have with you, and you'll need plenty of this to get through all the information we'll cover, subjects we'll be covering in this semester, and that is A4 ring bind notepad. Perfect for studying, perfect for lectures, seminars, and everything alike. So this is ring binded, and it contains one hell of a lot of paper, which I'm sure will be very beneficial to all of you. So, our friend here has got something which stands out. You'll be able to always keep this with you, take it around with you, and fill it up with all juicy information you'll be wanting to learn. Well done. This is the final piece. It's 80 pages in here to be precise, and the paper quality is thick enough to write either side. I recommend just perhaps filling up one side. I think that will suffice for your time with me. Okay, so on getting that, I didn't expect that you, by the looks you didn't have the brains to get all those items, although there were a couple of miscellaneous, somewhat suspicious items there. I think you may have got confused with being a student and going back to primary school or something, but you've got to start somewhere, I suppose. So, before I get that back to you, everyone, before you leave, just take a look around, or just watch me whilst I put everything back. Familiarize yourself, feel comfortable in this place. Like I said, next time you see me, we'll be going through the course, what it entails, and what you'll be needing to do, things that will be assigned to you, and for you to work on, things you need to read, etc. etc. Okay, so I'll just pop those in there. Okay. And this notebook, I'll pop it in there as well. Okay. And what about your colouring felt tip pens? In there, or keep it separate? Well done. So, I'm sure it was a pleasure for me to meet you all, see all your faces, and to be among your presence. I know it was probably an absolute honor for you to be among mine, and I look forward to getting through this next semester together. Our future lectures and seminars, I'm sure it'll be fun. We'll learn a lot of things, and things that you wouldn't think you'll be capable of learning. And by looks of you, that's probably the majority of you. You probably already don't look like you're capable, but the fact that I can see that pretty much everyone has got their stationery items, you're off to a good start. And something as simple as that is a good indication to me that you're all raring to go to learn and enjoy your course. Of course, it is a fun thing, but we don't like to have too much fun. Okay, so thank you once again. I'm just going to pop this down here. You seem to be quite still on your desk there. Okay. That's quite a stare you have there. Very, I'd say intimidating, but at the same time, it's like you're asleep. Well, maybe next time I would have become accustomed to that signature look of yours. But until then, it's nice to meet you. I have to say that to all my students. Hope that you found this lecture about stationery informative, what you need. I assure you it will help you dividends in these coming weeks. Okay, so take care of yourselves. Cheerio.